so many people think these TikTokers have it coming for them, and it might just turn out true.
How far can pretty privilege get you?
TikTok star Charlie D'Amelio. Charlie D'Amelio. Charlie
Millions
D'Amelio.
and millions of dollars, man. Millions, millions. Damn.
I was like, that's it, I'm famous. Don't talk to me.
Guys, it's Charlie, and I'm super excited to be sharing with you my first ever YouTube video on my YouTube channel. Ow.
If there was one person who saved the universe in their past life, it must be Charlie D'Amelio, because she was dealt with everything anyone could ever ask to be successful. A virally beautiful face and body, every opportunity in Hollywood, commercial,
Okay, boomer.
Probably even rich
a
parents
top
too.
talent agency in the industry, a book deal, a reality TV show, a TV show, a clothing line, a makeup line, a
You're kidding
record
me,
deal.
right?
But somehow,
That's way too
there is
much.
still a way to mess everything up.
Just really need to admit this to you guys. I actually do have nipples. And
What?
I mean, that's really, like, that's all that I
No. What?
say about this right now.
So, how did the D'Amelios screw up more than $32 million worth of pretty
What?
privilege? That's exactly the mystery. We're
Guys,
going to
32
uncover
million just
today.
doing
But not
TikToks.
only that, as your marketing
I gotta start my
bestie, who
TikTok.
graduated from UCLA Business Economics with a background in marketing, we are going to explore how pretty privilege can still fail you if you have a terrible brand, and how you, yes you, no matter if you have pretty privilege or
Why would she
not,
have a terrible
can build
brand?
a successful brand to help you down your career. And by brand, I don't just mean slapping your name or face on a t-shirt. Branding
get it.
is about how your future college, future boss, future boyfriend sees you. And I'm creating this series to analyze celebrities from a marketing perspective, because many of whom do not recognize the power of influence they have over a generation of young girls.
That's actually quite funny, man.
I really don't want to work anymore.
And I think it's so important to be aware and reflective of the people who are shaping
No one
our
wants to
culture.
work. Oh my god.
And despite how terribly the
Oh my
D'Amelio
God.
franchise flopped, we will
It's
also talk
rich
about how they
people. But that's the attraction. I mean, when TikTok first came in, I think most people who kind of like faked it till they made it, like kind of like made it. I mean, people kind of want to know how rich people spend their lives, spend their money, what they do, right? Especially younger kids, which is like the TikTok demographic.
could come back from the lack of brand and the hate they always cry about.
I'm upset because I haven't been in any drama.
First, we need to
What?
understand how the D'Amelios had every
What?
single chance.
Wait, you're upset because you haven't been in any drama? This is probably a misquote, because, I mean, like, this is probably taking it out of context, but if she really was upset about not being in any drama, it's like, is that the playbook? Like, if you're like Kim Kardashian, you get into drama like every day, is that the playbook to getting rich? You know, I'm gonna starting beefs with my dog or my cat if that's the case. I'm gonna start beefs to the bank, man.
Build a billion-dollar empire. Charlie D'Amelio, for those who have never heard of a small app called TikTok, good for you, is a Connecticut high schooler who is not a Nepo baby, an Instagram heiress, or a self-made artist. She started creating dance videos on TikTok in 2019 that quickly broke the platform and the Guinness World Record
Yeah,
as the
broke the
first person
platform.
with 50 million followers on TikTok in April 2020.
You know, sometimes I feel like, especially with these social media platforms, sometimes I feel like there's someone, like one of the managers or something, that's the head of this department, and when they're first starting to have this platform, they kind of like pick a few people that they really like or something, and they just kind of fill them up with views and stuff like that.
100 million in November 2020. The entire internet and Charlie herself was dumbfounded by this success, because while Charlie was
no
a
idea.
dancer, many have claimed her dances to be mediocre. Surely it can't be that
Imagine being a dancer and getting shamed by 13-year-olds on TikTok for having bad dance moves. Oh my god.
or shallow and that the TikTok algorithm prefers a pretty face, right? Not possible at all. Of course, Renegade became the Charlie D'Amelio dance because she did it so much better than the original choreographer. And of course, the reason Dixie D'Amelio, Charlie's sister, began blowing up too was that her natural talents blew the platform away. All in all, some people are born on the right side of the beauty algorithm and beauty standard, and they should embrace it. But as the sisters are dealing with this life-changing fame, which in
I'm
this
pretty
day
good at
means
it, dude.
power, which means money, their parents and new team saw a pot of gold. How exciting! There is so much possibility when the hype is only rising for the girls. They were seen as the
But I mean, did she really milk like all the money out of it? I mean, like, does she have her own brand, like Kim Kardashian? Like, does she have their own like what do you call it, cosmetic brand?
citizens of TikTok and basically had the attention of every teenage girl in the nation. There was so much potential here for them to grow into the icons and role models for the next generation of young girls. But now
There was so much potential for you to sell products and force it down their throats, but no, you didn't start your own brand. You didn't do it. You didn't go the Kim Kardashian route.
the D'Amelio parents said, heck, we are the new Kardashians. And if you're the Kardashians, then being hot is all you need to build a successful business, right?
What the? You'll sit down and cheer? Oh my god, this is so cringe.
And so what happened next was a big, impressive list of business ventures. But if you take
Okay,
a closer look,
okay.
you'll start to realize that each is very mid, and that the team behind them
None of them
is
worked
not
out?
just uncreative, but literally throwing random shit at the wall and hoping that one will stick.
So what this is it's a look at your 2021. This is the major things we're focusing on. So we have our
No.
partnerships. We have, the different companies you're working with, like, ring lights and starting a clothing company. So, and then you have books and TV shows.
The list is so big.
I literally thought that like this guy was like the product manager. It's like, hey, this is your 2021. This is the product that we're selling you. Like, we're selling you like a simplified version of your life and how it looks in a book format. I thought he was gonna pitch to. I was like, oh my god. Thank God he didn't.
To first look at physical products and then their digital appearances that led to the ultimate downfalls. From 2020 to 2023 alone, they had their makeup line with Morphe, not exactly a hit, then a collaboration drink with Dunkin' Donuts, a fragrance line, a nail polish collection, a mattress, a footwear brand, a skincare brand, a popcorn brand. Where I don't know which creative genius idea it was to tell the D'Amelios to dress up as Walmart employees in order to promote this relatable, fun brand. And all they did was to mock the working class where labor was only a fun activity for them.
Oh my God.
And being so incredibly talented while launching back to back to back to back to back
I love it how she said like being so incredibly talented. You have like D'Amelio doing like the most mediocre dance ever.
businesses, Charlie D'Amelio, of course, had the time to write a book in 2020 called Essentially Charlie, the
Ghostwriter.
ultimate guide to keeping it real, which became a New York Times bestseller. If there was an award for launching the most number of unmemorable businesses, the D'Amelios probably would have won.
I love her sarcasm.
Is my laundry being finished? If I didn't tell you, you probably don't even know half of these brands existed, and some of
I
them
didn't. I never even heard of her
because
brand.
honestly, by the speed that these products
I thought
were
she didn't
launched
have a brand.
immediately following the blow up, there is just no way that they were developed with care and passion from Charlie and Dixie. These brands have no connection with them. Like, why shoes? Why popcorn? Why mattress? It's just slapping the D'Amelio label on a bunch of consumer goods that are very mid themselves.
That's the creator economy, guys.
Recommended by doctors to treat broken ankle. Don't say you can't say.
I don't care if you like the Kardashians or Hailey Bieber. Yes, they also launched
Well, imagine like you coming out with a product of your own, and then you're like, "Hey, yo, this is doctor recommended," and then you have your sister right behind you. It's like, "No, you can't say that. You're gonna get legal sued. We're gonna get sued. Don't say that. Don't say that."
flopped brands, but the brands that we will remember and rave about are the brands that they care about and rave about themselves. Kim Kardashian is known for her iconic body, so what does she launch? Skims, a shapewear company that has quality products that could sell even on their own. Kylie Jenner, known for her lips, so Mama Chris got her to launch Kylie Cosmetics. Hailey Bieber, the woman is constantly showing her glowy skin, and each launch is super creative and tied to her personally. Emma Chamberlain, vlogged with coffee for 4 years. It just makes so much sense to have a coffee company, and she has killer creatives.
Oh, I would actually buy Chamberlain's coffee products for sure. I mean, I drink coffee every day. I definitely want to try that out.
Earl's merch, very on brand with her personality. The fact that you don't even know the name of the quote-unquote brands launched by the D'Amelios shows you how disconnected they are from these brands. And it is so funny to read Charli D'Amelio's brand inspiration for the shoes as, quote, "We are always in heels, we are walking carpets, we've done all the uncomfortable blister-filled shoes before. So it's been really nice to be able to look into our closets and see, what are we missing and what do we have that we can make
You have everything.
better?" Clearly, extremely relatable to their teenage girl fan base who walk in heels and go to carpets all day. And clearly, the dream shoes for the teenage boys who follow them because of their hotness.
I love you so much. We love you so much.
Wait. Yo, when I first saw those heels, I was like, wait, you're selling this to like maybe like drag queen community? Then, but your fan base is straight guys who like your looks? What?
Love you, Charlie. You're the GOAT.
It's crazy how their entire marketing team never gave a single thought to who the targeted demographic is, because it is not women in their 20s and 30s with actual purchasing power who will want to wear these hot pink or electric blue pumps to work, which is probably a hard concept for the D'Amelio sisters to grasp because they never had to work a single day since they had enough money to do whatever they want since 17. And at this point, it is apparent that the main issue is
Major
the
disconnect.
D'Amelios don't know why people follow them. And frankly, it is hard to
Because some random dude at TikTok decided, yo, I like this girl. I'm gonna give her like tens of millions of views, and then I'm gonna message her someday and see if I can hang out with her. I'm kidding. But that's how it feels like sometimes.
as many still only know Charli D'Amelio as the famous TikToker who dances and not much more. Surely, digital appearances should help, right? On the
What?
personal branding side,
2.8?
although it seems like the D'Amelio family has done so much since Charli became famous on TikTok,
Yeah.
everything they worked on somehow only made them less and less relevant and less likable. Don't get me wrong, I respect the hustle of the family, where they really tried to emulate the Kardashian grind and did everything possible to stay relevant. But they did not understand the full price of monetizing your family and what it truly takes for a family to become a money printing machine like the Kardashian clan. Either their team is very lazy or has no
Yeah, the Kardashian clan is like super tight. You know, they're like #1 in World of Warcraft.
creativity. Since blowing up, the D'Amelios launched a podcast because every other influencer under the sun did, called Two Chicks Podcast.
What?
They made a total of 27 episodes before asking the question, is this what the girls actually want to do, and do they have anything to talk about? Dixie began doing music, and so did Charli. They had their family YouTube channel, which had a lot of backlash since the first episode, where the girls were seen as extremely rude, and in spite of a private chef-made meal, Dixie threw it up in front of everyone, and Charli said it's better to get dino nuggets.
But I mean, you got to be acting that, right? And wait, that's another YouTube, right? I know this guy is pretty famous for makeups, right? So I mean, they're probably staging the whole thing anyway. So there's probably no way you can hire a private chef and have him make food that's bad, unless on purpose, right?
Oh God.
So dramatic.
Do we have any dino nuggets?
At this point, the D'Amelio brand was already out of touch with their
So
audiences, who likely don't live in a large mansion with private chefs, but that's okay. They don't have to build a relatable brand if they want to be more aspirational like Taylor Swift or Billie Eilish. They could keep their mystique and stop doing the mediocre family content. But no, the team behind the D'Amelios wanted them to be the Kardashians,
Of course.
and put them on a reality TV show even after the YouTube family channel backlash. While they lacked the very essential elements of the Kardashians to be interesting,
Oh my god, I'm gonna cry. My diamond earring.
Sex tapes, celebrity scandals, divorces, pregnancies. The D'Amelios are just too
Well, I love it how she says, yo, they lack everything that it takes to be interesting. What does it take to be interesting?
sex tapes, celebrity scandals, divorces, pregnancies.
Oh my god, man. I mean, I feel like this Zoe Unlimited girl is kind of out of touch, but I mean, she's just being sarcastic, right?
The biggest drama they could pull is Charlie and Dixie hating each other.
No, I think it's so cute that you riding on my coattails like really worked out for you.
No, I mean, like, that was your whole life. I mean, 2 years compared to 18, it's like really different.
Yeah.
Which is so hard to watch because it's not authentic.
I was caught off guard and then expected to be like, oh my god, this is.
But I mean, none of it is authentic. I mean, I personally never watched like a Kim Kardashian show. I should watch it with you guys sometimes. But I mean, from what I've seen, like some clips, I know none of this shit is authentic, right?
Perfect. You know what? Why don't you put this song on my album and we could do it together?
And probably did damage their relationship as a family.
What the hell just happened? Like, I thought you were the only person I could really trust in the world. That's not fair to me. So, how are we supposed to live with each other anymore?
In addition, the fact that almost every single episode was about the sisters facing hate from people on the internet due to their massive following and massive presence online is very jarring for the audience. Not saying that the hate they're dealing with is not valid or important, but to their viewers who don't understand a life of never needing to work since 17, having the luxury of time to cry repeatedly in a mansion and complain is very off-putting, where there's a lack of awareness of privilege. The biggest challenge they have to face in life is the hate that come from having hundreds of millions of followers, where many cannot even afford a roof over their heads and have to stress about where the next meal is. The impression of Charlie and Dixie not being appreciative of the capital, money, and power they have is not only unrelatable, but also unlikable. And if they're building
That's
brand
why it's so
after
important to
brand
be
after
humble.
brands that depend on their personal brand and people liking them, then if people don't like them, then of course the brands they release every few months flop. In addition to how
Every
each
few
product
months?
has no soul or passion. Since the very start, except for maybe Charlie and her dancing, there was not a soul or passion in every project that D'Amelios touched on.
D'Amelio footwear is recommended by doctors to treat broken ankle. Don't
my
say
God.
you can't say that.
I love it how she looks like she's in a trance when she's saying it. Like she looks like she's like she either knows like she's lying purposefully or she's like in this kind of like trance, like thinking that she somehow convinced herself that she needs to say this for her brand, to promote her brand and sell better products.
If Dixie D'Amelio even wanted to be a TikTok star or singer, while always being overshadowed by Charlie.
It's always your time to shine.
When the entire enterprise was born because of the lucky, or perhaps unlucky, pretty privilege without a soulful connection, it is doomed to fail as soon as the halo effect of a pretty face or body gets tiring and loses its shine. All in all, I do think Charlie and Dixie are sweet girls and handle way too much pressure from their team and perhaps even their parents, who just want to milk the out of their fame and youth. But like I said before,
Milk that money! I mean, imagine like all these YouTuber parents or all these influencer parents being at home and like, yo, just milk them for another 100 mil. Let's get that money.
and cannot just be built in one day. And you can't just launch 20 things in 4 years hoping one will stick if you don't have an ounce of passion for any of them. So what does make sense for the D'Amelio brand, and how could they create something sustainable without further decreasing their likability? First, they need to make a very conscious decision of
so
whether
doing
they want to be
lessons now?
influencers or celebrities, which are two very separate concepts. If they just want to play a role that is aspirational,
Oh, I thought this was like totally just like comedy, like sarcastic comedy. I didn't know she was actually trying to give lessons. Damn.
then don't overexpose themselves by appearing on every show, network possible. Keep the mystique. And if they want to be influencers, they need to be way more self-aware and aware of what is normal outside of their multi-million bubble. Stop pretending that they are just a normal family only worth $32 million in a mansion, and be more respectful towards the audience that they've been cashing out on. And stop contradicting themselves by stop pretending to be dramatic and problematic.
the thing is, you guys gotta understand this. Like, most influencers, most people that sell products, they don't give a fuck about their audience or the consumers that are buying their stuff. I mean, like she said, they're so privileged that they think people should just be throwing money at them, like every day, just depositing money into their bank account. And know for a fact, 99% of them, 99% of them
shows for the sake of views and just stay true to who they are. And maybe they don't care about music, popcorn, mattress, and that is okay. Which brings up second, they need to stop launching brands. The next brand launch needs to be something so thoughtful and something they absolutely love. Because so much trust has already been lost, they need to let every milliounce of the next product to show that they poured their soul and their heart into it. And maybe they're not passionate about anything right now, which is also okay.
They're
Do some soul
17
searching
or
first
18.
and develop
They're
a
under
product
20. How can
that
they be
their
passionate about
audiences
something? They haven't
actually need.
even been
To be
through life
honest,
yet.
If they don't care about products, they don't need to create one. There is already enough money to be made from working with existing brands that align with them. Third, not sure about Dixie, but Charlie's initial dream was related
always
to
greedy.
dance, and her
They always
going
want
on
more.
Dancing with the Stars was a great move. It just aligns so well with who she is at the core. Instead of starting drama just to start drama with Dixie about pursuing singing. Many people initially follow Charlie because of the positive energy she brings, and maybe from dance, she could create a product that finally connects with her, that helps solve problems for her as a dancer, like gear that prevents dance injury that could eventually be pushed out to a broader athletic market, or dance athleisure that's extremely durable yet comfortable and cute during
that one might
practice
work.
that could eventually become its own clothing line instead of popcorn and mattress. With that being said, although times have changed and the D'Amelio sisters
What
are
am I gonna do,
highly
dance on the
unlikely
mattress?
to regain that surreal level of mass attention again, all they need to do is to build a stronger connection with their existing massive following instead of treating them like cash printing machines to feed soulless products to, and stop doing and saying problematic, offhanded things or complain about their privileges to be further disliked.
I really don't want to work anymore.
Pretty privilege can get you far, but cannot last a lifetime. Ultimately, it still comes to good intentions, authenticity, and hard work to build a long-lasting brand, which I do believe the D'Amelio sisters are capable of and can have a rise to their careers again if they choose to use their influence for good impact. That's how to grow real influence instead of a pretty follower account. Let me know your thoughts if you think the D'Amelio brand was a flop or not, and comment below which celebrity you'd like me to analyze next through a marketing perspective. This is your marketing bestie, Zoe Unlimited. Share this video for impact, and I will see
All right, I was not expecting this. I thought this was like just some kind of like comedian satire video, but it turns out she's actually trying to give some advice. But anyways, here's my 2 cents. The title and the whole video wasn't really what we were expecting. You know, I kind of wanted to watch a video that was a bit meaty, like really got into like how influencers are falling off. Pretty privilege fails them. But sadly, I mean, they're still making millions, raking in millions of dollars. They still have 144 million followers. They can still do like brand deals, make millions. I don't say it really fails you. And that just shows, you know, this world, mostly artificial. Not too many people, or let's say there's too many people that would really spend absurd amounts of time just following people because they look good. But anyways, I want some more meaty videos. I'm gonna still look out for better videos on this topic in the future. Like and comment, let me know what your thoughts are. Subscribe if you want more videos. See you guys in the next one, hopefully with something more dramatic. We'll see. Take care.